Hello everyone, and welcome back to Season 1 of my Let's Play series. This is Episode 6, and I decided to start the episode while I was mining because I have officially run into our first little bit of diamond ore. I wanted you guys to see the diamond, so you'd know what you were looking at when you see it. Maybe you weren't paying attention to your Wayla, I don't know. But I think sometimes it helps to know exactly what it is you're looking at. I also picked up a little bit of gold, and part of the reason I wanted to start up the episode today while I was mining was I also found some other interesting things that I thought you guys might want to see. Well, let's see if I can remember how to get us there. And you'll see some iron hanging out over here under the lava. And I'll probably come back and do a special little thing about how to successfully harvest that stuff without losing it in the lava. Let's see if I can remember how to get to where it was I wanted to show you guys. Because I found some other interesting things to mine that you guys may have never seen before. Maybe you've never come across it. That is, of course, if I can remember where it was. Man, I was so excited to find those diamonds, though. Maybe it was over here. Let's see. Nope, this was a dead end. Oh, you know what? I think I remember where it is. I think I remember where I put it. But as you guys can see, I have, in fact, been doing some pretty decent amount of mining between episodes. So I think it was down this way. Yeah, I'm thinking it was down this way. So let's see. No, that's just a little bit of coal. Could have sworn I left some fancy blue looking stuff over here just to show you guys what it looks like in the world. But we'll go ahead and grab this coal while it's here. Coal's still going to be our friend for a little while. Now, we've got a lot of furnaces to fuel, and it won't be too long before we're going to need to start doing some power gen. And usually coal is a good early game source for power. Because eventually we're going to want to start making things like sag mills to grind up some of the stuff that we can get. And there's some other reasons why we're going to want stuff powered. But man, I could have sworn, was it down here maybe? Thinking maybe it was down. Man, there's so many tunnels now. Oh, there it is. This is lapis. I have already harvested some, but I wanted you guys to see what it looked like in the world. If you see this stuff, snatch it right up. Like, don't even think about it. Lapis is going to be incredibly useful. And I'll actually be able to show you that because we're going to go ahead and head back upstairs now. Oh, here's a little bit more lapis. You guys will see exactly why this is going to be such a huge thing. And we have some diamonds now too, so I mean, you know, things are really going to start taking off for us. We're going to be able to make quite a few more useful items now, provided I can remember how to get back upstairs, of course. This is one of the reasons I always suggest using the torches in the manner that I suggested when we first started doing this. You see, I know I'm going out now because that torch is on my left, and I usually place them on my right. I may be hopelessly lost. Wow. Oh, here's a little silver. Wow. Is this... no? Wow. Wow. Fun stuff for everybody, huh? Oh, I think I may have figured out what's going on. Nope. This happens to me a lot, by the way. I get down here and I try to set things up with torches. Oh, here we go. You know what? I am going to do something like this, perhaps. Maybe that'll help remind me where the exit is over here. We're definitely headed out now. I've got all these torches on my left. Yes. And we can remember placing this here to help me from falling into that lava. And we should be able to go back upstairs now. Take a little snack break here. I know that there are those of you that are yelling at me because I don't eat enough. All I can say to you is when you're yelling at me, I can't actually hear you. The only way I'm going to know that you guys have been yelling at me is if you leave comments. So feel free to leave some comments down there. I always welcome constructive criticism. Try to remember, though, that there are kids that watch this that go and look at those comments too. So let's try to keep our comments family friendly. We're almost out of here. And another thing I'm going to show you guys real quick, some of the benefits to the Tinker's tools. You can see that my bronze pickaxe here, Darth Pick 1, has taken quite a bit of damage, quite a bit of use. So we're going to get a bronze ingot out here, and we're going to run over to the tool station, and we can pop our tool right in the center. And if we take that bronze ingot, because remember my pickaxe head is made out of bronze, and we're going to be able to repair that. And remember, that was one bronze ingot instead of 3 ingots, which it normally takes to make a tool in the vanilla Minecraft. So we got some ores here. Let's go ahead and throw in the gold and the iron, and we'll go and sort the rest of this stuff. We're going to hang on to that lapis for just a minute because I've got a little bit more to show you with the lapis. But we can go ahead and we'll keep some of this redstone out too, I think, because redstone is also useful when it comes to Tinker tools. So we're going to put the rest of this stuff up for now. So you got snowballs and blizz rods. That's some, for some reason, some blitzes and blizzes seem to love hanging out right near my base. It seems like almost every time I go out, they're out there waiting for me. And I may end up making a separate chest just for my building blocks, like cobblestone and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. I found some diamonds, so we may actually have another route to go for item storage here before too long. I don't want to give too much of that away, but there are lots of methods for item storage, especially in the modded Minecraft. And I'm sure that we'll have plenty of opportunities to get into that. But right now, let's go ahead and see what we can get done with our Tinker Station. I'm going to turn some of this into blocks. I want a few blocks of lapis. And we can go over to our tool station. And I'm going to take my pick, and I'm going to put some lapis on it, basically. That's what we call this. We're going to add a modifier. If you look over here on the right-hand side, you can see that I have 2 modifiers available. And if I remove all that lapis back out of there, I have a total of 3 modifiers that I can place onto this pickaxe. So basically what I want to do, I want to have lapis on there because that's going to give me luck. And basically what that means is when I run into things like emerald ore, diamond ore, redstone ore, that gives them a chance of dropping more than 1 or 2 pieces. So we're going to go ahead and that luck is complete, 60 out of 60. So we're going to pull out that pickaxe. And I'm going to take this lapis down just for a minute. I'm going to go back over to our crafting station, and I'm going to do something very similar with the redstone. We're going to make a block. You're going to find that most items in Minecraft, if we place them in a crafting station or a crafting grid in this fashion, most of this stuff is going to turn into a block form of itself. And that can be pretty handy. So we're going to go back to our tool station, and you can see that we still have 2 modifiers left. And I'm going to use one of those to put some redstone on this pick. And what the redstone does is it's going to make my pick faster. See how the mining speed is going to be 13.17 compared to a mining speed of 6.8. So we are going to double our mining speed. And this is the tricky part. Do I want to put more redstone on it, or do I want to put more lapis on it? I could do either. But honestly, right now, I'm not actually going to worry about it. What I am going to do is go ahead and put our lapis and our redstone up. Sort that stuff away. And let's see, is there any ores that I need to get smelted right away? We got silver over there. What is this? Nickel. And it doesn't look like I've got a whole lot. Doesn't look like I've got a whole lot that I want to get smelted up right now. So let's go and double check on our smeltery, which is a good thing I did. I forgot to flip the switch here. But this is one of the reasons I wanted to have the clear glass here in front of the smeltery, because it's really easy for me to see if I've got materials in there. And after you've been playing for a while, you'll even be able to tell what materials you have based on the color. Like I can tell you right now, I've got liquid gold and liquid iron in there. Let's see how much we've got here, because I want to start, I think, today what I'm going to do is, I'm tired of having to scramble for food. So I think what we're going to do, let's go ahead and get some of our gold that we just smelted up. I think I'll just need maybe 2 or 3 pieces. Now we're going to go back inside for just a minute, and I'm going to teach you how to craft a very useful item. See, we're going to need some string for this. Oh boy, I thought I had more string than that. That's okay. I'm going to have just enough string, I think, to get something going here. We're going to need a fair amount of gold nuggets. We don't need all of these right now, but trust me when I say that we are by far not done using gold nuggets. But the thing I wanted to show you right now is a very useful item called a golden lasso. It's from a mod called Extra Utilities 2. And you can see that we need 4 gold nuggets. We're going to need 4 string. And if you look at this arrow here that points to the item that will be created, if you look right above that, you can see that we're going to need 8 XP. And this is one of the reasons that I wanted to have that extra XP modifier on my pickaxe. Because if you can see, I have 27 XP. It's that kind of greenish number directly in the center between my hearts and my hunger bar. So I've got plenty of experience to craft this, and I'm going to go ahead and see if it'll let me craft 2 at once. I don't know if it will, and it will. Now remember, this is going to use that XP up. It went from 27, I believe, down to where I'm at 11 now, and that's okay. One of the other things I'm going to want to do is let's take some of this oak wood that I was going to put up, never got around to it. We're going to create some planks, and let's go ahead and create some sticks. I found that this is a pretty easy way to create some sticks here. We can just take the logs, and if I'm right, this should give me a full stack. Should give me a full stack. I probably threw some of them in there because I already had some. You'll discover that when you have a chest attached to the crafting station, when you go to shift click stuff out of there, if you already have it over here in your chest, it's going to put it in the chest first, and then if there's extra, it will put it into your player inventory. But basically, I wanted some sticks and some planks because I'm going to go ahead and create some fenced-in pens for my animals here. And we'll shift-click that in there, but I'm not going to take all of them. I'm going to leave 1 set of those sticks in there because 9 fence really, that's going to be plenty for just a moment. And the other item I'm going to want is a gate. And this is almost identical. I may end up needing to, see, I'm going to need 4 sticks for that. And it's probably going to tell me I don't have enough. Oh, I did. I did have enough. Okay, excellent. And we'll just need the 1 gate for now. And what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and make a few more planks and a few more sticks then. There we go. So we can get a little bit more of the fence done. You will discover I am an incredibly lazy player. I would rather type a few letters than continually move stuff into a crafting grid. There we go. Now we've got enough to work with. I'll go ahead and stick these down here. The other item we're going to want to make, one more item. And this, honestly, there is a way to do a similar tool with the Tinker's constructs. You can make something called a mattock, and what that is going to do is combine a shovel with a hatchet. Honestly, I've never really seen, or I've never really used it that much. There is an item, a block that we're going to make later on from Ender.io called a farming station. I make a special kind of mattock for the farming stations, but we'll get into that later when it's time. Let's see, let's get these gold nuggets put up, and let's go ahead and put up our sticks and our planks. I do like to hold on to a bucket if I can. You just never know. You never know when you're going to need a bucket, so I generally carry a bucket around with me. Let's go ahead and take a little nap, because we're going to be doing a fair amount of work out there. And with the animal pens I make, I tend to make those also with a 9x9, just like my buildings. And you may have wondered why I started clearing this out. And the reason I started clearing this out is I'm thinking this is probably where I'm going to start off with my animal pens. And hello, I saw you coming and I just couldn't get to you quick enough, could I? Silly Blitz. Oh, Crouching Blitz, Hidden Zombie. What do you think of that? Oh, and Mr. Sneaky Creeper. I see you, Sneaky Creeper. No sneaking up on me. And see, that was just outside of my claim chunk. Just outside of it. So we sustained a little terrain damage there. That's fine. I think that... Where did he go? Anyway. I've got plenty of dirt to fix that with later. We're not going to worry too much about that right now. Let's see, we can stick that up there for now. Let's go ahead and fill this back in with what we have on our hand. The main reason I do this is you can sustain a little bit of damage if you fall. You know, that pit, I think, may have been slightly deep enough that I may have taken half a heart or maybe a heart's worth of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that back in. Now that's not going to hurt if I fall into that, but if you're falling more than 4 or 5 blocks, you might take a little bit of damage. And chances are I will have more than enough dirt after I clear this out to finish filling that back in. But man, those creepers are sneaky, aren't they? There we go. Filled right back in like nothing ever happened. Man, I love how fast these Tinker's tools really are. Because we're getting to the point where we're going to start wanting to make the next tier of tools. There is a tool called an excavator that I'll be able to make once we get our upgraded tool station called the Tool Forge. And that excavator is going to knock out this dirt in a 3x3 pattern. And so instead of just knocking down one piece of dirt, I'll be able to knock down a total of 9 all at once. And that really, really speeds up the terrain clearing. This isn't a very large area. You can see I am kind of moving right along. And this won't take very long at all, especially since we seem to have gotten rid of the sneaky creeper. Man, if only we could harness the power of the creeper to clear the terrain the way we wanted to, right? And I did make this shovel off camera. I honestly, you guys saw how I made the pickaxe. The shovel is made the same way, except instead of a pickaxe head, we needed a shovel head. Which, I mean, really, that should be self-explanatory. I don't think you guys really need me to hold your hand every step of the way. I'm going to assume that for the most part, if we've learned how to do something, if something is incredibly similar, like making tools, you probably won't need to see me make every single tool. I'll show you how to make the excavator, and I'll show you how to make the hammer that we're going to be making later on, of course, because those are different enough that I feel that warrants it. Anywhere in here, I think, is going to be a good place to start setting up an animal pen. Let's see. Wow, did I run out of fence already? I'm going to have to make a little bit more fence. I thought I had enough. Well, let's see. Where is my... Don't have one. So you guys may actually see me make a hatchet because, again, I'm getting kind of tired of watching my tools get destroyed for no good reason. So I don't even know what happened to that one. So let's go over to our stencil table. We still have some stencils. Good. And we'll take that out of there. We can put that... Man, I thought I heard something. Could have sworn I heard the sound of a blizz or a blitz. And there must be a little underground cavern under here that is hiding those. I don't know if you can see my mini-map, but it looks like there is a creeper that is right on top of me. He must be underground, because I am not seeing him. And man, I can hear him. I can hear him now. I'm not sure where that is. It sounds like a witch. There must be a witch nearby. That is a little scary. I don't like witches. But anyway, we'll forget about that for the time being. So let's go ahead and let's get a piece of copper. Maybe two. I think we might need two. Because what we're going to need to do is I'm going to make another copper binding here. Go ahead and get that out of there. We'll pop this down. And let's go ahead and pop our copper in. Now, I did go ahead and leave access to the smeltery, just in case, because sometimes, you may accidentally pop something in here that you didn't want to, like, say, this dirt. The dirt will go in there. You can put a piece of dirt in here. But I don't really want melted dirt, so I want a way to be able to pull that back out. And you see what happened because I had the switch on? I may have more than one, and I do. And that's all right. That won't really hurt anything. And let's go ahead and let's get a couple pieces of bronze. We'll also need a couple pieces of gold because we're going to need to make another cast. So let's grab our hatchet head. There it is. Looks like I need another piece of cobble. And you can see why I keep this chest handy now, hopefully. Because instead of having to run back inside to grab my stuff, I just happen to have some right there. And we're going to need to place this down. Throw the gold in there. We should be able to throw that bronze in there as well. While that is smelting up, let me show you how easy these golden lassos are. So I can see on my mini-map there's some sheep over here. And you don't have to do this. I mean, if you wanted to, you guys have access to your own mini-map, and you could, you can go through the whole game without ever having animals this close, or as close as I want them. But again, I am a very lazy player. So I'm not going to want to go traipsing all over the landscape just to find a couple of animals. I'd rather just be able to come right outside, basically right outside my door, and be able to do a little culling. bunch of sheep. So we've got a couple of sheep now. You just right click. That's all you do. You right click, you can pick it up, and right click to put it down. And you can pick it right back up, you can put it right back down. You can do that as many times as you want. As far as I know, these golden lassos don't have any kind of durability, so I've never had one run out on me. I have managed to lose a couple. That happens sometimes. So you know, be careful about that. Sometimes, you know, dying, you don't always... Look, there's some snow. That's crazy. That must have been left over from a blizz. And let's see, this stuff should be smelted up. It is. We need to make sure that gold is at the bottom. And we're going to pour that gold right on top of there. And now we should be able to pour our bronze right into there. And there we go. I'm going to need a couple of sticks. I could make this out of bone, but honestly, I think it works out a little bit better for the hatchet if we give it the ecological. And then we'll just stick this extra piece in our chest. And I love how these things retain their memory. I just, oh, I forgot to, make the tool rod. There we go. But again, demonstrating how much I love the fact that this thing retains its memory. It's not going to kick those out. Darth Hatchety may have been a more fun name. And it looks like it's time to eat again. Man, this work really wears you out, doesn't it? Let's eat a little bit. Don't want to starve to death. Looks like it's starting to get dark again, so I'll probably just knock down one tree. And we'll go in and take a nap real quick. I just wanted to demonstrate quickly how fast this new hatchet is. Much faster than the stone. It is even faster than the iron hatchet. I don't know if you noticed that. I never bothered to make iron vanilla tools, and that is because we came across this bronze so early, the tin and the copper. It was so early that we did that. So I didn't really feel the need to make any actual iron tools in this playthrough. I think, you know, the iron tools are made the same way that the cobblestone or the wooden tools are, and you guys saw me make enough of those. Instead of using cobblestone, you would simply use iron ingots instead of the cobblestone. We'll do a little tree culling here in our nice little oak tree farm. Hopefully we'll pick up another apple and some more saplings. You can see some saplings falling already. Generally, we have no problem with oak trees dropping their saplings, so when you clear out your tree farm, you should be left with more than enough saplings. Wow, I think that's the first time I did not get all of my saplings back. That is crazy. Alright, I think I may have an extra sapling or two inside. This is why I religiously put my stuff away, just by the way, and I do. I just needed more. See, overall, I still have a net plus overall, as far as more saplings than not. We should be able to come over here, and we can make some more planks and sticks. Let's just go ahead and do a stack. And now we can get some more oak fence. Let's just get a bunch of it there. That should get us through, I think. We didn't need a whole lot more, but see, I think I did want to skip one there, but I think that's the one I'm going to skip. Because this right here is where I'm going to put my gate, most likely. If I did my math correctly here. Yeah. That is where I'm going to want to put my gate. I usually have a gate, just to give myself easy access to these guys. And a little later, let's see, let me see, I got my bucket on me still. There's no real reason to do this, what I'm about to do. I just kind of do it to make it look like things are happening that aren't really happening. For me, that's kind of what Minecraft is about. It's not just about doing functional things for the sake of the game. For me, there is a little bit of pretending or imagination involved. And what I like to do is I'll usually pick a corner over here. And I'm going to put down a little bit of water and make it look like these guys have some water. A little later, I actually will put a functional block in there because you can feed these guys. And we'll get into that in just a little while later. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get into it in this episode. But mainly, this is part of the reason I wanted to get into farming and animals today. You can feed these guys. They're going to want to eat some meat, believe it or not, which is going to be one of the first crops that we make. And for some reason in Minecraft, the creators have decided that if they eat, that is how they produce a baby. But believe it or not, this actually does serve a useful purpose, because now that I've got this little 2x2 of water here, I can always pull water out of here now if I want. I won't have to go clear over there. So I basically have an infinite water source here. This will never run out as long as I don't fill it in. If I wanted to get rid of this, I could take some dirt or cobblestone or whatever, and I could completely fill this back in, and that will get rid of the infinite water there. But I don't really want to do that, so I'm gonna just leave it as the infinite water source that I've created. Now I've got a little animal pen. I'm gonna want one more bucket of water, and so I can just reach over there and snag a bucket of water. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do this right next to my animal pen. I generally like to leave a little bit of room. Let's see, I like to do an odd number, so I'm going to make that 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I like to do my farms in 7x7 ratios. So what I may actually do is get rid of that little piece of dirt and move this down here. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Well, so let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Look at that. I knew there had to be some kind of underground something or other. Looks like I've managed to find it. That's all right. We can work with that. I think I should be able to target something down. There we go. Now there's nothing there. We can go ahead and place our bucket of water here. What I have discovered is I think you can go, I'm going to say 3, maybe 4 blocks away from a water source. And you can see this dirt that I had used the hoe on. It has already turned back into regular dirt. And that happened because I did not have a water source close enough for it to stay tilled. But now you can see that this is turning into what they call farmland. And you can see how that's dry now, and then here in just a moment you should see that get a little darker. And that basically means that it's been saturated with water. So we don't have to worry about that turning back into dirt. These little worms are pretty nice. They are extremely useful. Unfortunately for me, they produce an unintended consequence, which is lag. it has something to do with how the ground constantly dehydrates and rehydrates. When you have a whole bunch of them, we could probably put one worm down, and that would probably not create a whole lot of lag. These worms will do a 3x3. So if I were to put a worm here in the center, that one worm would keep this 3x3 section moist and hydrated. Unfortunately, it doesn't do it quite as water, and the land will dehydrate, and then the worm rehydrates it. And when you have, let's see, I'd need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would need 8 worms to keep this whole patch hydrated. And basically, that many worms is going to start causing some lag. It's a little unfortunate. Hopefully they'll address that somewhere down the line. Maybe they can change how that happens. I'm not sure exactly how the mods work. I'm not a modder. I have nothing but respect for those guys. If you guys have a chance, ever to, be able to support them on their Patreons or, wherever they allow for people to assist with that kind of stuff, do it. Because without those guys, we would not be playing modded Minecraft. But anyway, it looks like I may need to create another chest, because I'm starting to run out of room. And so I'm going to sneak some of this stuff over here, basically. And I think sometime in the next couple episodes, we're going to have to start working on a better storage system. Because, like you've just seen, my chest is, I'm rapidly running out of places to put things, basically. So I'll need to do a little better job of my inventory sorting. These can rest up there for now, I think. That can go in here. And man, that is full. That is a ridiculously full inventory. There's no reason for that. But now that I'm a little cleared up, let's take a sapling and those apples. I don't know if you remember from the last episode, I said there was something I wanted to show you special with these apples. Well, I have enough to show you now. I'm going to take a sapling, an oak sapling, and I'm going to take these 3 apples and place them like so. And now I get an apple sapling. So wow, we're getting all kinds of food now. You know what? I think potatoes might be better to start. Now let's go with them. I can make some more farms. So basically, I'm going to come over here, and let's just set the apple sapling there. And let's come over here to our newly created farm, and we're going to place our wheat down. I think potatoes are a little easier to manage early game. You can use wheat to make some bread, and I'll show you just how wasteful that actually is, because you're going to need to use a lot of bread. It'll take a lot of wheat to make the bread, because we don't have any of the machines that we need to not be wasteful. That's going to be good enough for now. So let's do a brief recap, because we have gone over just a little bit. We've gone over a little bit on time. So basically what we've been able to do is we found lapis, we found some redstone. Look at that. Now we've got an apple tree. And you can see, I'll demonstrate with the bone meal here. See how I just got a munch. I got 2 of my apples back already. But each one of these is going to produce apples. Each one of those. And I'll show you a neat little trick a little later on when we have more diamonds. We'll need diamonds to pull that trick off. We got an animal pen. We've got some sheep in there. We started a farm. And don't be surprised if between this episode and the next one, when we come back, this area may be cleaned up and you may see a few more farms over here. Because I've got potatoes and I've got carrots that I want to get planted too. Let's see, what else did we do? We learned how to upgrade our tinker tools in the tinker tool station. And I think that would be just about all we managed to get done in this episode. Maybe not quite as much progress as I would have liked, but, time flies when you're having fun. So thank you guys for watching the episode. Hope you're enjoying the series. This is Darth Scooter signing off. Thanks for stopping by, and take care.